Alright, so we talked a lot back in Austin.
Are we recording?
We are. Hit record. Look at that.
Oh man, I'm slow on the draw.
Oh yeah? Here,
Yeah,
do this where we can see.
Awesome.
There we go.
Thank you.
There we go. Wait, actually, you know what? Start out. Just tell people about Hit Record that don't know about it.
About Hit Record?
Yeah.
Hit Record is it's a concept. It's a mantra. It's it's just anything creative. It's, we call it all records. We don't make distinctions between whether it's writing something or drawing something or recording a video or sound or anything. They're all records because it's any technique by which you can play it again by heart. And so it's just a collective, collaborative community of people that release their records and remix each other's records. And we all just kind of make art together, and we're not so concerned with who's the author and who's original, but we just trying to be creative and have fun.
It's an awesome site.
Thanks,
we put a link to it on our site.
Awesome,
yeah,
man. Thank you.
Love the site.
Thank you.
All right, man. Let's like I said, we talked a lot back in Austin, back at South by, and it hasn't even been that long since then. But like the film has just gained more and more and more buzz, and so I feel like there's always things I could ask you about it. One thing I didn't get to ask you was how do you feel like the film plays differently for girls and guys? Because it's kind of like I hate calling it a romantic comedy, but I don't know what else to call it, so I will. It's kind of a romantic comedy for guys, not like atypical guys, but kind of,
Sure. For the beta boys?
Yeah, exactly. And maybe one of the first ones we've seen. How do you feel like it plays differently for girls and guys?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think the movie is a gentle affront onto strict gender roles.
Yeah.
In fact, one friend of mine recently said, like, oh, so you were like the girl and she was like the guy. Which I don't think is quite true. I just think it sort of speaks to the fact that individuals don't necessarily so neatly fit into those boxes.
Right.
And Tom, the character I play, certainly exhibits some traits that would stereotypically be assigned to girls.
Yeah.
In that he's more interested in a commitment.
Yeah.
And Summer, the character that Zoe plays, exhibits some traits that would stereotypically be attributed to a guy, and that she's doesn't want a commitment.
Yeah.
But come on, don't you know some guys that are like that, and don't you know some girls that are like that? And don't you know everyone in between? Like,
me?
So
yeah.
I think in the past, our parents watched movies that were sort of more normative.
Yeah.
More like, this is who you have to be.
Right.
And I think that's a big part of why people are really digging this movie. Is there's something honest about, like, okay, you don't have to be that. You can be something else.
Yeah.
And in fact, everybody's sort of different in their own person. And that's cool too.
Yeah.
And we'll make a movie about you, and you can still be charming, and you can still, it still merits telling a story about you.
That's what I've always felt. It's a more honest portrayal of a guy who's a little bit more sensitive, or a girl who's a little bit more dominant. We don't always fit into these boxes that romantic comedies put us in.
That's very true. I agree.
Anyway, what can you tell us about Inception? Because that's huge. You got to feel like. You got to feel like that's just so.
Well,
that's
I can
huge
tell you this, man. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
So just grateful, and I've been doing this for a long time, and I've gotten to do a lot of things that I love doing, and there's something about this movie that feels like, wow, man. It's like
it's Christopher Nolan, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Thank fucking God.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
It's got to be affirming.
We just started rehearsing and stuff, and so much fun. And everyone's like really awesome, and the story is so great and well thought out, and I really like working for Mr. Nolan.
Yeah,
I'm really happy.
I don't even know what it's about, but the fact that it's a Christopher Nolan film, it's his next film after Dark Knight, and you and Leonardo DiCaprio, it sold me right there. So it's got to feel like really affirming for you as an actor.
It does.
So cool. Well, we look
excited.
forward to it, man, and best of luck with 500 Days.
Thanks, man. Gordon and the Whale.
Gordon and the Whale. Hit record.
Yeah. By heart.
Awesome.